I'm tired of seeing all these land acknowledgements all over the place. I don't really think they're that important.
I do.
Why is that?
Here, I'll show you. What do you see when you look up there?
A lot of trees, grass, and the lake.
Well, our Ojibwe neighbors see more than that. They view this land as their ancestor. I mean, contrary to the settler colonial view, which sees land as a resource to extract things from, indigenous people have long held the view that land is more of an active participant in the web of relationships that defines us. In her book, Becoming Kin, Patty Crock outlines many indigenous creation stories, which emphasize the importance of living in relation with the world around us and how those relationships define us. Nii'kinaaganaa, meaning I am all my relations, highlights how our relationships impact the world around us and in turn, how those relationships impact us.
Okay, but why should I care? It's not like it affects me at all.
Yeah, you may think so, but when you view land as a thing that we can use rather than an ancestor or a living thing to be regarded, you get stuff like this. This is Milepost 7. Before this massive tailing pond was made, the Reserve Mining Company dumped their asbestos-filled toxic wastewater from mining operations directly into Lake Superior. Now they put it here, and they plan on making it even bigger. If one of those precarious banks holding the toxic chemicals fails, then all of its contents go straight into Lake Superior, poisoning all of our drinking water and killing the ecosystem. From the indigenous point of view, this is kind of like asking your grandma to keep a uranium rod under her pillow for safekeeping.
Okay, but that's how the Native Americans viewed it then. Do they still see things that way?
Well, they sure do. I mean, just recently the Colorado River Indian tribes declared that the Colorado River was a person, which opened legal doors to have the same rights extended to it that a person would, like not being polluted.
Well, I still don't see what this has to do with land acknowledgement.
Well, Thomas King said in his book, The Inconvenient Indian, that the issue has always been land, it'll always be land, until there isn't a square foot of land left in North America that is controlled by Native people.
Why do I need to learn about this in my class? I'm going to be an engineer. We'll never need to know any of this.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? I don't need to know any of this.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, who do you think created Milepost 7?
Engineers?
There you go. I mean, do you think those engineers thought of land as a relative? And if they did, would they have done things a little differently?
I mean, they probably would have disposed of their waste more safely and wouldn't have polluted the lake and all the groundwater.
And it's important to think about how our actions affect the land and the people tied to it. Land acknowledgements open the door to that kind of thinking, but the importance of land acknowledgements doesn't stop at recognizing. It starts at meaningful action. How do you think corporations would act if they had to pay a lease to Native groups each year? I mean, do you think they would treat the land they operate on any differently?
I'm sure they would probably put more thought into their actions in order to keep that lease.
I agree. King also writes about a government initiative where government officials refused to approve any Alaskan land claims before they settled Native claims. This could serve as a blueprint for future land considerations to ensure that the land is being treated accordingly.
Alright, that makes sense. I definitely will be thinking more about land in my relationships now, but I still don't feel like land acknowledgements do a very good job about explaining this. I mean, I still need you to explain it to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. And a lot of people agree with you. While land acknowledgements are a great first step, they lack meaningful action. Think giving land back, publicly endorsing Native sovereignty, and actively collaborating with tribal entities and delivering on promises made to them.
That all sounds great, but I still don't see how I can contribute.
You're an engineering major, right?
Yeah.
So you have an important role to play too. If you keep a Native perspective in mind when you work in your field, you'll probably think twice about the impact your projects have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Moving forward, every time you see a land acknowledgement, think about the importance of this way of thinking regarding the land, our environment, and our ancestors. Don't be annoyed by a quick land acknowledgement. Use it as an opportunity to take a few seconds and think about the impact of your individual actions and the relationship you have with the land you stand on.